Well, hello, old friends, and welcome back to the channel. Great news! It's Babylon 5 time, and today we'll be watching Season 5, Episode 14, Meditations on the Abyss. I love these titles, even when they're ominous. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And what is now? Now it's time for the greatest tale ever told as we watch Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 14, Meditations on the Abyss. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Meditations on the Abyss can be taken a couple different ways. My mind turns towards not great stuff, but we'll see. And the music is certainly not inspiring positivity. We need way more Delenn in Season 5. Way more. It's obviously not an alarm clock because it's in the middle of the night. Communication, you have a call, or... I don't think we've ever seen that.
I just remembered I need some important papers from my quarters for tomorrow's council meeting.
At this hour?
I wouldn't be able to sleep anyway, so I just want to make sure I know where they are. Going back to sleep. I'll be right back.
Delenn episode, I'm more than 1,000% down for it. I have missed her quite a bit. This is where we learned Delenn is a secret raver.
I don't think I've seen you around here before. Let me buy you a drink.
No, thank you.
You sure have pretty eyes.
Get up, dude. Take it on down the road.
I will ask you politely to go away. But I will only ask once.
Good. I'll save us time later. Look, hon. I'm here for the duration. Get used to it.
What?
It's better. See?
Oh, you're in such trouble, buddy. That finger is...
It broke my finger!
Yeah.
True, but we have 9 others for the moment.
That is why I have missed Delenn.
Get back here!
Everybody cheers. Yay! What an asshole. She took a punch, man.
Beginning to wonder if you were going to make it, Lenny.
Oh. I didn't realize that was Lanier. I thought it was her
I
fighting.
would be here when you needed me most. Tell me what you want done, I will make it happen, no matter the cost.
Lanier is on a... We're in the credits. Lanier is on a very slippery slope here. He's committed himself to absolutes. That's a bad sign. It's a really bad sign. I've been worried about him for quite a bit. I mean, it was very obvious that he was in love with Delenn, and John is not going anywhere, in theory. I hope we're not watching the heel turn of Lanier. Is that what I'm thinking? I don't think, but we've heard very ominous stuff. You're going to be the cause of this. You're going to betray that. You're going to... I guess we'll have to wait and see. Here we go, friends.
I could have met you in your quarters or council chambers.
Someone would have seen you and asked about you. We need to be discreet. They couldn't even risk a coded transmission.
What's going on?
Does Sheridan know?
He's probably the most important reason I'm keeping this meeting just between us. Following a trip to the drowsy homeworld, Mr. Garibaldi returned with several compelling reasons to believe that the Centauri are behind the recent attacks against shipping lines used by the other Alliance worlds.
Well, then confront them.
I said we had reason, not proof. We can't go public with what is suspect until we can prove their involvement.
You're the proof, Lanier. Go get it.
I need you on patrol along the Centauri border, watching for anything suspicious. You know how they think, how they fight. If anyone can get the evidence we need, it's you.
He's half in shadow, half in light. Oh, I don't like it.
I think John would be reluctant to send someone close to me on a mission like this. As a friend, he would want to protect you. As my husband, he would need to protect me from anything that might happen to you.
I think, in that respect, he does not know you as well as he should.
He knows me, but he also loves me. And sometimes the one gets in the way of the other.
Sometimes.
Imagine it could do that.
Not linear.
I hear you have been training harder than you should. You should...
He's throwing himself into it.
And if I had not worked hard to be ready, would you have called me now for this?
You'll be stationed aboard White Star 27 as one of the crew. The ship is already here, waiting for you. I haven't told the captain your mission.
White Star 27, we're using quite a bit.
I haven't seen you since the Brakiri Day of the Dead.
Morden appeared to me. And he said, he told me that I would one day betray the Rangers.
It's only one reason he'd do that, and he's looking right at it.
I cannot think of anything that would cause you to betray the Al-Shaq.
Nor I.
Yeah, right.
Beer?
Yay!
The finger. Baker, what is all this?
It's like he's pushing down, his fear's lifting up.
Nothing fresh. What do you eat when I'm gone?
Well, I mean, obviously we have plenty of, I eat at McBurry's.
Well, you'll have to change that. And we can't have someone in your position eating at McBurry's now, can we?
Yes, but...
My position?
Position.
I have given the matter considerable thought. And I have decided to...
A bug? A bomb? Look at that shit.
Where did you buy this?
A Drazi merchant at the Zocalo.
I'm sorry, Veer. I didn't mean to sit on your supplies. I didn't even see them. You should be more careful where you put things in the future.
You're right, Londo. I was wrong. It was a very silly mistake of me.
Dial it back.
Did you know that the female of their species will gladly mate with any other species in the universe to avoid the males of their own kind? Yes, take the wife of the Drazi ambassador, for example.
Oh my god.
One day, he actually... Oops. There. Should stew all day over that.
What is wrong with them?
It's politics, Veer. Never take it personally. Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
I like that bug detector.
I am to be empress soon. As part of that change, I must name a replacement. Now, you are not quite ready yet. Yes, Veer. I have decided that when I am gone, the new ambassador to Babylon 5 will be you.
And who else could it be? Does that make him the representative of the Alliance, too? I would assume, right? The Centauri representative for the Alliance.
On Lashak Lanier, reporting for duty.
Captain Enrique Montoya, good to have you aboard. Delenn tells me you've been in combat situations before.
It's an understatement.
On the other hand, officially, you're still a trainee, so I have to treat you the same as the others.
I understand.
Ah, Findel. This is Lanier. He just joined the crew. Lanier, this is Findel, another trainee assigned to the Maria.
The Maria.
Officially White Star 27.
That's what I was expecting.
You won't find it on any records, but as far as I'm concerned, it's the Maria named after my sister.
Huh. And where is she?
No longer with us.
With God.
Yeah, you don't name ships after people that are living.
The captain does not believe in indiscreet questions. He believes the only way to get pertinent information is to ask impertinent questions.
Huh.
Jump gate activation at your command, Captain.
I like him. Oh, they have the pin on the outside. I love it. I asked that a couple episodes ago if we needed names instead of numbers.
He says that my new prosthetic eye is finally in. At last, I'll have a matched set. You don't know what it's been like looking into the mirror and seeing these staring back at me.
Mr. Ambassador, we have reason to believe that you know who is behind these attacks.
Why would you say that?
Now, we have had several positive leads, but we can't release any information until we have some conclusive answers.
But I do wonder if these...
I wonder.
Perhaps someone in the advisory board for the Alliance. A major race whose strength you need to keep this alliance.
Oh, he definitely knows it's the Centauri.
The Centauri? I wonder if you would be in a hurry to expose them.
We have been patient with you in the past, Ambassador. We ask only that you now be patient with us.
We will be patient.
Patient.
Remember your promise. That once this evidence was released, you would support any action the Alliance world decided upon.
We remember.
Good. Because I...
Ah, good. I was hoping to run into you here. Is there some reason why we have been excluded from this meeting? So, Ambassador, how was the wife? Not too tired, I hope.
Lando.
No, it's all right. I'm not offended. Someone must be terribly inept, whoever it was. Planted a listening device in my quarters this morning. The very idea is laughable. Good day to you all, especially you, Ambassador.
Ambassador.
And your wonderful, beautiful wife.
Get your evidence.
Oh, boy. I do not know how this is going to work out.
He would like us to take out a pair of fighters and to scout the area after we come out of hyperspace.
Are we to look for anything in particular?
No.
I didn't know the White Stars had fighter complements.
The human way of doing things. They try to encourage initiative so that we may better react to sudden changes. Our own techniques tend to be rigid.
They have worked for the last several thousand years, and I see no reason why we should change them now.
Several thousand years ago, we had no starships. Should we stay home and pretend they do not exist?
Let me just get this out here.
That is a hell of a good...
You know, by the way, I've been reading your book.
So good. The camera.
It wasn't supposed to come out until after my death.
Aw.
It's got some interesting ideas. You know, one question, though. Every copy seems to have a circular stain on page 83.
All our holy books are reproduced exactly as written. Line for line, word for word, right down to the flaws in the paper.
A teacup or coffee cup?
Coffee stain left by Mr. Garibaldi. When I confronted him with it, he said it's the best part of the book.
Hilarious.
Well, I'm a foundationist. And the idea behind the foundation is that to get back to the roots of core of each belief system, find out what they have in common. And they've got a lot more in common than you think. It's just when politics and money and nationalism get in the way that things get a little messed up.
That's awesome. You're back, buddy.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, I do. I understand that you're giving weekly talks to your people based on what's in the Book of Geeky.
I talk, they ask questions. I don't think anything gets resolved.
Can I come?
Come and sit in on it, if you don't mind.
As you wish. You have given me back my sight. The least I can do in return is share a little of my confusion. Thank you again.
Jakar is one of the greatest characters ever written. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I mean, incredible character, incredible actor. What a portrayal.
Ready here, Captain.
Very well. Launch.
So we do have a complement of 3 fighters. 2 going out. We have 3 total, maybe. Oh, yeah, 2 going out. It's interesting. It's almost like a submersible.
Findel, did you check your atmosphere system prior to launch?
I did.
So did I. But the readings just changed.
To what?
15% capacity, a little over 1 hour of air left.
So does mine. They're near the White Star. They just left us behind.
What the hell?
Lanier, we have less than 1 hour of air left.
Yes. And the nearest habitable planet is 3 days away. So unless they get back here soon, we're dead.
What the hell is this all about? I was just going to say I like the captain. It turns out, I mean, this isn't great.
Where have they gone, Lanier?
I do not know. What I do know is that we have less than an hour of air left. Did you make it through Terval's instructions and meditation?
Yeah, but
Then I suggest we enter a meditative state to conserve what little air we have left. We may be able to last almost 2 hours that way.
I don't know.
He's panicking. He's panicking.
It is only necessary to try.
Some type of test?
But we can't be free till we learn to laugh at ourselves. Once you look in the mirror and see just how foolish we can be, laughter is inevitable. And from laughter comes wisdom.
I love this.
And what is God?
You don't really want an answer to that question.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
If I take a lamp and shine it toward the wall, a bright spot will appear on the wall. The lamp is our search for truth, for understanding. Too often we assume that the light on the wall is God. The more intense the search, the brighter the light on the wall. The brighter the light on the wall, the greater the sense of revelation upon seeing it.
Faith.
What we perceive as God is the byproduct of our search for God. Sometimes we stand in front of the light and assume that we are the center of the universe. If we allow ourselves to get in the way, we defeat the purpose.
I love Steven too.
And in so doing, better understand the world around us.
I have never known anybody to write religion like JMS.
What is truth? And what is God?
Same thing.
Truth is a river.
And what is God?
God is the mouth of the river.
Awesome scene. Awesome scene. Having Franklin there was great. Oh my gosh. And it's almost like he was like, that's my buddy. That's my buddy rocking up there.
Findel, what is it?
Can't breathe.
Oh my God.
Have to find some place with air. Have to get out of here. Have to get out of here.
We have to stay here so that they can find us. Turn around.
You're assuming they're coming back.
This is the Maria to recruit. Stand by for retrieval. Report to the bunk room upon arrival for debriefing.
You better have a really good reason for this, buddy.
There will be times when you may be left or abandoned in the course of battle. The ship and its mission, whatever...
Okay, it's a test.
We deliberately left you with only 1 hour's air to evaluate your response. Lanier's analysis was correct. Lower heartbeat and respiration to extend what air you had. To be unlashook means understanding that there is nothing to fear in death except the failure to complete our assigned mission.
Teach you how to die.
You planted this in a bag of fruit you sold me, and you tried to spy on my government.
I don't know what you're talking about now. You go away.
No, not until you admit to what you have done, and you...
Veer, careful.
We all know you, Veer Koto. We know what you are. You are weak. You are foolish. And now you will go away or I will swat you.
Give him something, Veer. He walks in, grabs one of those swords off the wall. I'll be borrowing this for a second. Oh my God!
You can do for you, Veer?
No, I just need to borrow this for a minute. I'll be right back.
Nailed it! Oh my God.
What are you doing?
Want to finish our little conversation, spoo for brains?
Grave misunderstanding. It was a terrible mistake.
What happened to Veer?
Oh, I promoted him. Now
he's the ambassador.
He's ready to be the ambassador for the Centauri.
Fantastic.
Now, while you were sleeping, we seeded the asteroid field with 39 short-range homing devices. Now, so we're talking close proximity scans of large, fast-moving, and extremely dangerous objects. Your mission is to find and destroy no less than 10 of the homing devices while avoiding the possibility of getting hit and destroyed by an asteroid yourself.
Sir.
Yes.
Wow.
But you said there were 39 of the homing devices.
Someone's gonna lose.
A little competition is good for the soul, Findel. Your fighters have been fully armed. And you will leave your ship weapons hot. Go to it.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I can't imagine them firing on one another, but...
Why did you join the Anlashak?
Because I lost 2 of my family during the Shadow War. They were under shock.
Like Marcus. The scar that he has now, it sort of reminds me of like a mirror universe person. I don't think Lanier's going to turn evil, but I'm really worried about the betrayal thing. And his love for Delenn could easily turn to violent jealousy. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have more faith in Lanier. I just don't know what could transpire to push him.
That's 4 so far, Lanier. You're ahead of the pack. Norella and Dren, 3 each. Vendel, I read you at 0 targets achieved. You confirm? Vendel, please respond.
White Star communications off. Top speed. Manual control.
What are you doing, kid? What are you doing, kid?
Confirm. Open private channel to target fighter. You were right. My soul's purpose is not clear. I know I am not Anlashok. And I cannot return home in shame.
There is no glory in this either.
There's always another choice, bud. Oh, God. How are you going to stop him? You're not going to.
Target fighter engines and controls.
Negative. Program prohibits autofire on allied ships.
Firing control to manual.
Manual firing control.
Oh my God, you're going to eyeball this?
Lanier, what are you doing? Lanier, what are you
system
doing?
off. Ship. Prepare to intercept. Manual controls.
He's going to lock into him, try to pull him away. Woo, 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 woo. Up, 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 up.
And what the hell was that all about?
He's not going to say.
You opened fire on a ship under the command of one of your fellow recruits. And then rammed said ship and damn near got yourself killed in the process.
The weapon system of my fighter was disrupted by a nearby explosion, and it began firing before I could stop it.
The computer records indicate you took manual
control, but there's a record of all that.
He navigated his response to help direct me from a collision with the asteroid.
Captain.
Did I say I was finished? I don't know what went on out there, and I doubt if I ever will. But for purposes of bookkeeping, I'm giving you a failing mark in the Easter egg hunt. And we'll never know what Findel would have done since you shot up his fighter. So he gets a neutral grade. I've been giving this a great deal of thought. And I've arranged for an assignment for you.
Really?
And return you to Minbar, where you will work in a recruitment office in Tuzanor, helping debrief new recruits.
Sir,
I want you to look into their eyes, Findel, and I want you to ask them from the very bottom of their soul if this is really what they want to do. I don't want you to let anyone through who's here for the wrong reasons.
Oh, boy.
But for the sake of all the Anlashak.
He sussed it out. Just doesn't know the specifics, and that's what irritates him.
There's no shame in accepting it. And there's no one who can execute it as well as I feel you can. And you will serve all your fellow Rangers with honor.
Yes, Captain, I do understand.
Yeah, that was the best thing. Keeps your honor. You stay in the Anlashak, and you don't have to do its nest. Be out here and doing the stuff that he's not ready.
Off the record, and as unofficially as I can get, you did a good job out there. I won't put it on his record. I think we took care of that problem as best we can. But I know. And you should learn one very important lesson.
Don't lie to me.
Never assume that no one can listen in on a private channel. Now, go get some rest.
I will. Thank you, Captain.
That's some good captaining right there. Real good captaining.
Ready to jump at your command, Captain.
Jump.
Jump.
Yeah, I'm digging him. I'm
telling you, you should have seen him. He was whacking the hell out of that place. And the Drazi's on the ground is almost twice his size. And the little guy's got him vibrating so bad, I think he's going to slide through the molecules of the neck and come out.
I wish I'd have seen that.
You know, I've never heard of Veer losing his temper like that before. I mean,
Well, he's ready. He's the ambassador now, John.
who wouldn't be scared?
Well, did you arrest him?
No.
No.
The Drazi didn't want to press charges because that would be admitting that Veer was mad at him because he bugged Londo's quarters.
Yeah, how was Londo?
Oh, like a proud father, watching as Veer took that place apart. Today, he is a man.
I almost wish that Drazi had succeeded in bugging his place. I mean, it's not something we can do. It wouldn't be right. But we could have found out what they're up to. Why they're hitting the other worlds.
Londo doesn't know. You think Londo knows?
I still don't think Londo knows about the...
Yeah,
hex
come on.
and the
Dylan's
line ship.
got the right of it.
Somebody back home can pull this off without him knowing about it. Being prime minister, then has to come from the very top of the Centauri royal palace.
They tried to kill him in the palace.
Now, the other worlds will wait, but not for long. I think maybe we have a month before they decide to take things into their own hands.
That's generous.
Well, let's not go borrow trouble. We still have a month to go, and we can do a lot in that amount of time.
That is a non-official time frame.
I had a little, that was a big drink. About an hour ago, and it went, yeah, linky, linky, linky.
I will talk about Mike's alcoholism and return to the bottle in the thought section. I've been refusing to admit a couple things.
I want a suicide pizza,
Rest of it's
and
great.
I want it right now.
Yes, sir. We'll do our best.
Sir, this is the post office. Sir, this is a Wendy's. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 14, Meditations on the Abyss, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished Meditations on the Abyss, the 14th episode of the 5th and final season of Babylon 5. Okay, let's start with Mike. This is one that I have been absolutely struggling with for weeks now because, again, his return to the bottle, while it's not a surprise to me, I wanted, how do I put this? I am a fan of Mike, and so I am also going to be an apologist for Mike. And I am going to look at something and say, well, if Mike returned to the bottle, it has to be something that we haven't seen yet. That's something, some major event that has happened that he hasn't shared with anybody else, or he hasn't shared, even with himself, so the audience knows. It has to be something grand for him to have fallen back into, off the wagon. Even though it was staring me directly in the face that Mike had fallen off the wagon after basically coming to the realization that Bester and the machinations that Bester perpetrated on him is something he can't fix. He can't right it. He can't kill Bester. He can't do anything to hurt him. It's like he can be as angry as he wants to about all this stuff, but there's nothing he can do to correct the situation, at least as much as he has been able to, figure out right now. And I ignored that. And again, for no other reason than I wanted it to be something grander, something that like we would all go, oh, okay, and again, I'm not sure how much more grander, air quote, heavy quotes around grander it could be than having somebody essentially rewire your brain, make you do terrible things, and then have no ability to correct it, which is awful. It's horrific. Anybody would fall off the wagon because of that. However, when I looked at it, I thought, no. Mike's been through so much, it has to be something else. This is a realistic show. Take the space station, take the spaceships, take the idea of all these different aliens out of the picture. This is a story about human nature, and it's realistic, and JMS reminded me of that with the Mike storyline. It just, you want to give Mike the benefit of the doubt. Like, it can't be this terrible event that happened to you. I wanted it to be something more, something else, and it's not. Mike's an alcoholic. In fact, his, the mental manipulation that Bester put him through was probably too far on the extreme side. He could fall off the wagon with anything. He is afflicted with a disease, the disease of alcoholism. It doesn't wait for some monumental moment for you to fall back into its thrall, And so that was my fault, friends. I kept thinking, I think Mike blew up something from Psycor, and now that's caused him to go back into the bottle. That's not it. It is because of what happened to him. And as much as I want this show to not be realistic, I guess, it is. And JMS is going to remind us of that each and every chance he gets. Again, yeah, we're on a space station. This is human nature. These are things that happen realistically in human nature. I didn't see it. I absolutely own it. And at the same time, it's, again, I'm an apologist for Mike. I've always liked Mike since season 1. To be very fair, season 1 was my favorite season with Mike because I loved the interaction and the relationship with that he and Jeff had. Oh, it was so great. I absolutely adored that. And because of that, it's like I want to protect Mike. Like Mike doesn't really have anybody that's in his corner. And that's usually because he pushes him away. But at the same time, I just don't, I want to go to bat for him. I want to be like, no, Mike's tougher than that. No, Mike's an alcoholic. He's going to have these problems. I know that's a tangent for an episode that barely featured Mike, but I wanted to clear that up, that it's been several weeks since this revelation, and it's taken me this long, friends, to finally admit, okay, it was right there. JMS gave it to me on a silver platter, and I looked past the platter to see if there was something else. There's not. It's human nature. It's realistic. It's Babylon 5. On to this episode. Really, really enjoyed this episode. The training sequences aboard the Maria were Marie, whatever, were fantastic. I love that type of stuff. I thought it was really, really good. It had a sort of like a Full Metal Jacket type of feel to it, where we have one recruit that's not necessarily making it through training correctly and is going to do something violent. And whether that be violent to somebody else or violent to themselves, doesn't matter. You're thinking of taking a life, whether it's your own, again, or someone else's. Yeah, it can't happen. But we saw some really good captaining there, with the recognition of what was at stake, the honor that wanted to be upheld by Lindell, making sure that there wasn't any shame associated with the post. It was a really, really solid option for kind of taking care of the situation. And we see Lanier now, probably our best look at Lanier in quite a while. And I have grave concerns. Lanier's interaction with Delenn at the top of the episode did not seem forced, but it seemed so guarded. It seemed so like he was on the just absolutely every syllable. You could see him. And again, they're framing him. He has a scar now. They're framing him like half in shadow, half in light. And then we cut over to Delenn in that little like tunnel or little area that they were in at the top of the episode. She's completely in light. Over to him, he's kind of shadowed in darkness, bands of darkness going across. And again, I might be reading way too into this, now I'm definitely gun shy because of my misread on Mike. But with Lanier, I don't know. We're dealing with a couple of emotions, but again, these are human emotions. We have seen in the past that the Minbari aren't necessarily susceptible to the same things that humans are. Now, we have also seen that they are more susceptible in different like emotional arenas and things like that. But if we're applying simple human nature, again, this is the same thing with Mike. This is a story of what goes on inside the skin. And with the Minbari and Lanier specifically, I'm wondering if this isn't a jealousy that may have consumed a human, but it's something that has just been raging in Lanier and he's trying to find something to take care of it. I don't want to think that, but at the same time, Again, it would be very realistic. He fell in love with Delenn. John took Delenn from him. To be jealous of John is a natural response for this type of thing. It's not fantastical to think that he is incredibly jealous, potentially violently jealous of John. And the only way he could think to honor Delenn, because he certainly can't, challenge John for, Delenn. That's not how any of that works, nor would Delenn want to be the object of some type of, struggle between the two of them. He removed himself from the situation. And in so doing that, he threw himself into this rigorous training for the Rangers. I'm just very concerned, friends. I mean, he looks like the old Lanier, or he acts like the old Lanier. What do you all think? And I know that you all know, but at this point, did you have any hints about him? I don't know. I'm not liking where this is going. I'll end with this part about Lanier. I think my biggest concern is I might not be having these things. Morden did his job. Morden always does his job. Morden always makes me think of all these horrific things that could happen. And when he said, hey, you're going to betray the An Lashak, you're going to do it. And whether you believe me or not, it's going to happen. JMS doesn't throw out proclamations and prophecy like that without some type of it's going to come true in some way. He might betray somebody in the Rangers, or the Rangers might betray him. You don't know what type of monkey's paw revelation it's going to be. Or, again, I could be reading way more into this, and JMS has basically told us what's going to happen. We had that conversation. Delenn says, I don't know what could make you betray the Rangers. And he's looking right at her. I don't know either. Of course you do, buddy. Of course you do. You would kill every Ranger that you could if it meant saving Delenn. And that's just the honest to God's truth. He would do anything for Delenn. And there isn't an area that he wouldn't go for Delenn. Whatever, like when he said, I'll be here when you need me most, whatever you need will get done. There was no limits to that. That's a bad sign. I'm going to end with this. I love the idea that Veer came in there and grabbed that sword off the wall, because that's exactly what I would have done. Thank you, Veer, for being my buddy. Absolutely love that point. And the scene I think that will probably live rent-free in my head is G'Kar and his sermon to all the other Narn as they're sitting there watching him. Oh, what is truth? What is God? And our buddy, Doc Franklin, back in the back, arms crossed, watching his buddy, just like, yeah, man, dude, this is great. And then when he looked at him, he was like, he didn't say a word. He was just like, this was so great, man. And he, went off with the rest of them. I love that stuff. It just shows how close our characters are, how they're truly friends. Scenes like that JMS includes makes us understand as an audience. You can tell us they're friends. They can be friendly to one another. It's a scene like that where it removes any doubt whatsoever that we are staring at a family found. Friends at the very least. I would argue that we've gone a step beyond. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and unfortunately, we have to say goodbye from the 14th episode of the 5th and final season of Babylon 5. But where should we say goodbye from? Because as always, we are the Greek chorus. We have traveled through these seasons and we have watched everything that JMS has told. And that was his original goal, was to tell his tale to as many ears as would hear. And now that's our job. And you all have been doing it a lot longer than I have. But our job is this. We go out, we find somebody that hasn't seen the show before, and we ask them the question, would you like to hear the greatest tale ever told? And thus we introduce Babylon 5. And friends, if we do our job right, the audience will expand. And as a reward for this dutiful service, we are allowed to jump back into the episode we just watched to a scene of our choosing. And so, friends, I knew where I was going to put us as soon as I saw it. Have a seat as we listen to the words of G'Kar, maybe straight from the book of G'Kar, or maybe a little freestyle as we get some more of his knowledge. Either way, friends, I think it's going to be time well spent. Until such time as we can spend some more time watching a new episode, Vulcan roll, old friends, and I'll see you.